Hello everyone, welcome to Elliott Wave Forecast.com YouTube channel. Today is August 16 and we are looking at the chart of silver right here, 60 minutes time frame. So as we can see here, we are still looking for more downside as long as we stay below 24.85. Arrow is turning down in black, which means technically it's not really bearish, even though we are calling for further downside. Okay, now we can see we are about to finish with 3 here, so cycle is quite mature, could be finished anytime and doing the larger rally already in the wave 4, and then as long as we stay below 24.85, again we can see for the downside. Now in the very short term, because a lot of people don't really want to see in the larger degree and only care about the shorter swing, this can do a double in the 4, for example, ABC, and then go down again. So that certainly is possible. Okay, but the idea here is as long as we stay below 24.85, any rally expected still to fail and continues to go down. Now let's zoom out, which is more interesting, the larger degree time frame. Here is the 4-hour and the daily time frame in silver. Now we can see right here we are going down and is very close to breaking below this previous low, which if it does will open up more downside. That means this is your first leg, this is your second leg, and if it breaks below this, you will create a lower low, and therefore it can extend all the way down, possibly to the 100%, which is this 21.29. So this will be the next support for silver right here, especially if we break below the low, which is kind of likely now because we are almost breaking below. All right, so this is going to be the next support for silver. Okay, now the other thing that we want to look at here is the idea that this pullback here is clearly in 3 waves. So what this is telling us is that this is actually not a bearish market, because if it is really bearish, this pullback here would have been in a 5 ways down like this in an impulse, right? But no, the first leg here is in a 3. So this is corrective, and therefore if we extend lower, this is still within a complex 7 swing structure here, and therefore most likely gonna find support again over here, again at the 21.29, 18.8. The other possibilities here is that this is actually not a 3 waves. This is actually your first swing. So your first swing is not this one, but it's this one, and your second swing over here is in the form of expanded flat A, B, C. That's also a possibility. So if you count this as a 5 ways down A, right, it can either be ending with 1 or with A, and this is a flat ending with B or with 2. Then this leg down here doesn't necessarily have to go all the way down, especially if it is an EPC. So then the target here simply is going to be over here, right? So this is your A, and this is your B, and this is ABC, and then the C is going to be 21.8 to 19.7. So if we are doing it this way, then the target lower is not as low as if I do it this way. If I consider this ABC, let's say W here, X here, then it can go to 21.2. But if I do it from here, the 100% is only 21.8. Now regardless, I think for now in the shorter cycle we can see for the downside, but in the larger degree time frame, depending whether you're bullish or bearish, then the next support comes around 21.8 if it is doing a flat, or 21.2 if it is doing a WXY over here. All right, so that's the update here for today, and as always, if you want to get more updates on commodities, precious metals, stocks, ETF, Forex, feel free to check our service. We have 14 days trial. The link is in the description of the video. So I'll see you all again next time, and have a nice day, everyone.